I want to pull up a key message I want to share right now as we were wrapping up. But then after my key message, I want to open up an opportunity for as many people that want to share comments, ask questions, and just engage as well. Thank you, Mr. Des. You did such a fantastic job. I know people are already saying, they want to connect. Job well done. Wow, Desati. Thanks for summing all this up. Great job, my brother. So you'll be here. I'm sure people will be reaching out to you as well. Thank you. Okay, let me do a quick screen share and we're wrapping up, but I just want to share key information as we're wrapping up. Wow, thank you, everyone. Thank you so very much. Last year, 2020 was when we unveiled the Trade with Africa framework. And having done the Trade with Africa Business Summit and the networks for a couple of years, several things kept coming right up. And that's why we came up with the framework. Everything you have experienced over the past 5 days, I'm including today, comes out of this framework. From our conversations with investors, they talk about needing enabling policies for business development, fiscal responsibilities on the part of the government, and that represents the roof. Because when we do everything we need to do, we still want to make sure these two things protect our investment. And that's why this platform is private sector led, but policy supported. And I hope that has been reflected both through the engagement of the US government as well as the African government. Because as private sector leaders, oftentimes we do need those two things to be in place. Current themes that also continues to emerge, and again, the design of this conference is based on this framework after doing this for a couple of years, because for me, it's systems improvements, it's all of that. Agriculture value chain, always something that keeps coming up, that Africa has to develop, which is represented as a pillar of the house. We need to get that right. We need to get manufacturing, retail, and distribution right. It's the middle pillar because everything else has to support. It supports the entire house. When you get retail right, when you get manufacturing right, when you get distribution right, the economy starts really, really growing. Infrastructure development also is a key pillar. Like I shared, our speaker that was supposed to handle that, there was some health issues, but he's someone that we definitely want to bring back before the end of the year for one of our monthly engagements. Now, all of these pillars has to be supported through healthcare, human capacity development, education, enabling technology, trade, import, export, because there are technologies, just like Dr. Nimrod shared with us. There are some technological know-hows that has to come from outside Africa, and there are some things Africa has to export. So trade is also something we all need to be better at. And today, I think Africa is better positioned to do it better, faster, and cheaper because we can learn from other economies that has done this so well. Now, at Nazaru, when I set out to come into the space and learn what was going on and see how we could help, what we've now done is to organize our services into 4 buckets. Over the past 5 days, you've experienced the trade and investment events bucket or pillar, but we do also support trade facilitation. We support market entry through consulting, and then we also train. These 4 pillars came out of the need of what we've seen as the need of the community, that we need to empower them with strong networks. We need to empower our community with training, with policy, with trade facilitation. So this is what we now do. Our goal ultimately is to help our members and our clients to win in the global market. Like Ms. Vera shared, it's not a straight line. And I like to say it's not easy, but we want to make it easier. If it took somebody 5 years or 10 years, like Scott shared, we can actually learn from him and learn from him. And then hopefully our own journey and the journey of the next generation will be better. There's a huge knowledge base we continue to build on the platform as well. So next steps, quickly, I'll run through this quickly. My encouragement to you is stay in a community. I hope you've heard that theme over and over again. Entrepreneurship, international trade is not a one-man show. We encourage you to find a community that believes in you, like ours. The platform is there. It's been active for 2 years. One thing we've done differently over the last 2 weeks is to open it up. You know, that's a decision I'm having to make because so many more people need this opportunity. But we also have 2 categories of upgrades, which I'll share shortly. Our goal is to connect our community members to resources. So the resources we've shared on this platform is just to highlight some of the partnerships we continue to establish with cities, with government, all of that. I know sometimes it's an overkill, but I say the goals of our community members, we have lofty goals. We want to do big things. We want to go to places. As such, the resources we have to bring into the community has to reflect those ambition, the great ambition that we have. So Nazaru, hopefully people realize and see that our work and our ambition and the work we've put behind it reflects the ambition that we have. I say to people in private, if you want to build a skyscraper, make sure you dig deeper and the foundation you build can hold your goals. I encourage you all to connect with members, connect with one another, because we only do business with people we know, like, and trust. So start that conversation. And the day you start that conversation is not the day you start pitching, really. We all need to be more savvy in pitching and engaging and introduction and sharing who we are. So update your profile and get to know one another. I train, we coach, we guide, all to help you win. We share best practices, we share market insights. Some of you have seen, our content. We have thousands of people that follow our work. Also, there's an ebook that will be launched in a couple of months that is going to guide you on how to source and engage with Africa. Our goal is to continue to develop winning models, frameworks, learn from you what's working, because for everything that everyone is doing today, just know that there are thousands more people that is coming behind us. How do we create best practices, models, and frameworks that the next generation, hopefully it doesn't take us 40 years to get to it, it doesn't take 20 years. Hopefully we can help them speed up this process. So I encourage you to please share success stories on the platform with myself, testimonials, because there's so many more people that need to know what's going on. Within our engagement with policy leaders, we do support them in trade promotion, investment promotion, because of the platforms that we have. Again, trade facilitation is one of those things. Now, if you've been on the platform, you've probably seen 2 layers. Before this event, this year event, this platform has existed for 2 years. But for you to participate, it had to be 2 buckets. But now we've opened it up. But a lot of the resources that we offer is based on 2 premium membership, professional membership and premium membership. And again, every single month we meet, we coach for those members, because I said it's a long journey. It's a long journey, and hopefully Nazaru becomes a go-to resource for people who want to go all the way, and we want to support you. We want to guide you again so that you can win. I have a class coming up, because again, it's not enough to just hear what those opportunities are. We need to teach people how to tap into those opportunities and to keep moving. And in a way, I'm stopping now. In a way, sometimes I say one of the responsibilities I've taken on is to push people off the cliff, and hopefully you can walk your wings, right? So classes coming up in a couple of weeks around export development, business development, because for us to actually do all of these things, you saw the resources that Bill shared, right? You saw the Prosper Africa resources. These are game changers, but at the end of the day, you also have to make sure you strengthen your capacity to be able to leverage and be ready to take advantage of all of these resources. So that's what we're about. And I thank you all again. It has been an absolute honor to help bring this resource to the room as well. And so it's a wrap for this year, but the work continues, right? The work continues for us. Every other day that we're not doing this, we're meeting every month, we're doing classes, 5-week classes, teaching, SME trade facilitation training, and you can find those resources. Non-members can definitely just go ahead and procure those resources. But as a premium member, it's heavily subsidized for you. You pay that premium membership, and then you have access to all our courses, all our private rooms, all our engagements, events, and all of that. So thank you again. Thank you. And I want to open the floor. Again, it's officially closed. You're allowed to stay if you want to speak, if you want to talk, but don't say Toyin kept you kept you back. This is now free form. We've officially closed, but this is free form, questions, comments. And I see a hand raised. Miss Abrafi, you have the floor. You can unmute and just share. So this is free form now. We can now let loose and just relax.
Yeah, relax. Let me
We
drink
did
water.
it, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Abrafi, please.
Hi, how are you? How's everyone?
Yes. Let me see. Can you share your video? You just been promoted. Share your video. Let's see you if you want.
Let's see your pretty face.
Hi. How do I share my video? Oh, start my video.
Okay.
I think at the bottom. Oh, you can just go on.
Hey, good to see you.
Oh.
Hi, good to see you.
Everything was really, really nice the whole week. I learned a lot. I have notes for each day. I have so many questions. I mean, there's no way that you could have these many amazing panelists and try and sum everything up in a week, everything that we're learning. But I was able to create some platforms throughout the week while we were doing this, establishing my website, getting a web person in Ghana. Because I already work in the world of, I work in the food world as a regional director for UNFI, which is a natural food company. I don't know how many people are familiar with this company, but I've been in the industry for the last 20 years. And I'm just now trying to focus on international trade back and forth. I did some stuff for some people in Ghana, like 4 businesses where I shipped items from the US, from California to Ghana. And it was easy because I have a shipper that, like I was telling Toyin the other day, that I've established a relationship with over the last 5 years, but everyone doesn't have that. And it took me 5 years to get that. So I have a way of, I know how to ship into Ghana from the US. I have that down packed. I have all my wholesale license and stuff like that. Now what I'm trying to understand is how to ship out of Ghana to the US, which is
you actually have someone here, someone on the membership. Mr. Burnout is totally on ground in Ghana. That's a great connection for you.
Oh, that would be great. So that's what I'm focusing on, and then building business partnerships. I just came home 3 weeks ago now from Ghana. So I live between Los Angeles and Ghana. So I go back and forth. And because I work from home, I can always, be back and forth. But then because of all these different, all the stuff that has happened with this conference, my mind is, I think I'm a little bit all over the place now, a little bit, because I'm like, wait a minute, I could go work for one of these companies as a buyer, because I used to be a buyer. And I was like, no, I want to focus on the shipment. And it's like, now it's like 3 different business models. The business model of importing from the US, specifically from California, because it's easy for me, especially from Los Angeles, and having access to the garment district. And because I have all my licenses to buy wholesale and stuff like that. And then, but trying to bring things out of Ghana, my shipper doesn't want to deal with it at all. He's like, he doesn't even want to fix his head to think about it. So I have to find someone that I trust that's reliable to ship things out of Ghana. And then just creating, I think for me, one of the things I learned, Toyin, from all your different people on this platform is, I think for me, I want to focus on just Ghana, starting very, 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 very small with maybe 10 suppliers to be able to get things out. I have a lot of people who want to buy from the States and for me to ship into them. I have a lot of business in that way. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah. I think this what you're sharing with us is the natural reaction, because a lot of people when they come into my coaching, they come in with a narrow focus, not realizing the breadth of opportunity that they might be missing. So part of the goal of this event is to broaden and see what other people are doing. And then the next step, which is why my coaching is back to back with this, is now let's get to work on our business development and look. And also, I also share with people, you don't have to do one thing. If you understand your customer could be 2-3 different groups of customers. They might be looking for 3 different things, but if you map it out, it's really going to help you moving forward. So what you're saying right now, and I'll bring up Mr. Bernard briefly, because I'm seeing more hands go up, is someone that's for sure, remember what I talked about, the supply chain, for sure. I want him to quickly react to you, and then after that, I'm going to bring...
One thing I want to say,
yes,
please. Like this morning, I have a meeting with, there's a guy who has coffee from the Congo. Well, because I manage like 238 accounts throughout California and Los Angeles as a regional manager, I have the ability to be able to put items into supermarkets. So it's like my mind is, I'm trying to like stay focused.
Let's walk. Yeah, let's help you. You're in the right space. That's what this event does. It makes it. I say you can't be the same person because you've seen a whole lot of opportunity. The next thing now is to design something, taking all of this knowledge and designing what your strategy going forward. Right?
Yeah, because I was able to. Yesterday, I had a meeting with a girl who was bringing product out of Rwanda, Cirilla. And so now, after my meeting with her, she was able to launch her product into UNFI.
Fantastic.
So now she's selling through the Midwest, the South, and also in LA. She's selling her product through UNFI. And so I met with her and she was like, she couldn't believe it that it was happening just from me meeting her on Clubhouse. I was like, oh, call me. I can help you get your product in stores. Yeah. So I want to have the opportunity, if people have their product that's packaged, right, as a buyer and as a representative. So that's why the other day when you were on Toyin, when you were on Instagram Live, actually, that was really like a good thing for me. But when you were saying that I should think about focusing on being a
agent,
like an agent for people, you know, yeah. That's where I want to kind of focus.
Yeah, let's walk through this. That's one of the, you know, aside from the group coaching, I also do one-on-one. There's so many things. I feel for me, I keep so many things private. And because it's private, people don't know it's happening. You know, a lot of people come into this space and think, oh, I'm the only one trying to solve for this. No. Hopefully this platform shows that we are all trying to solve for this, and we're more powerful when we can tap into each other. So one thing though I quickly want to do before I bring Bernard, I do see Mr. Temi Omotayo. Quickly, please. Let's because I'm seeing more hands go up. Mr. Temi Omotayo, please quickly share your thoughts, questions, quickly. Thank you so much. Comments.
Once again, I want to use this opportunity to thank you. And, you know, we met by chance. I think I saw the flyer regarding the program somewhere, and I tried to reach out to you. And you also gave me the opportunity to also get other people to attend. And I think because of my busy schedule, of course, I started attending on Wednesday, and it's been, you know, awesome. And my people who have been attending have been giving me feedback. I'm a community leader here. I'm also a media practitioner. And I feel that I can relate with what the last speaker said about trying to get stuff from Ghana to US. Of course, she has been doing US to Ghana. I've been doing US to Nigeria. I'm trying to do something from Nigeria to US. And I think that will also be something, because a lot of people in my community in Michigan, of course, I know most of my brother is also here, I see him. Okay, so yeah. we do stuff together here. And I know most of the business people here, especially African, who are selling African products. So I think one or two things that I would like to be getting from Nigeria. So I think
we're available. Nigeria, we are available. We are available, Mr. Temi Omotayo. We are available.
So I also reach out to you and also to
Yes, so
how to move forward. And once again, I want
Fantastic.
okay
to
then.
thank you for a job well done.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for
Yeah.
reaching out and your support. This is it. We're more powerful when
Can
we
we
open
have your
these
email
channels.
address?
Email, please drop your email, drop your
His email,
contacts.
Mr. Temi Omotayo. Mr. Omotayo, your email address. You can just put it in the chat.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank
Please, yeah,
Okay,
connections.
then. Okay, thank
You know, it's so
Connection,
important for our business. Thank you, sir. Such an honor. Mr. Bernard, are you on,
Thank
sir?
you.
Quickly. Can you hear me?
I'm
Bernard?
here. I think I've. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's been exciting 5 days. I have been locked in my room. I don't go anywhere apart from dropping my daughter to school, and I just come and watch the time till it's 2 p.m. in Ghana. Then I hop on. So I realize anytime I'm one of the first people to them. My only thing is that Tonya, I think the 2 hours is too short. Because
What?
there's an information overload. It's too short. Just on the side, it's been. I don't know how to describe it. It's been an information. I have books. I think I've written over 20 pages. And sometimes I wonder where have I been? I mean, where is this coming from? I'm really passionate about, because this is something that has cut over 10 years of experience. I mean, if you have had this earlier on, I'm sure by now I would have been a millionaire, if not a billionaire. I'm trying to tell, if I had this earlier on, because I noticed the information is so rich. I was asking myself, where have I been? I mean, for me, it's a pleasure meeting you, and I'm very excited you are putting this together. I've already discussed with my plans, and I'm not living on this page. Whether I have another, whatever happened, I am really stuck here. To my sister, so Tonya, thank you. Great job done. I mean, I know I speak for a lot of people on this page for the great work you put in these 5 days. I know how difficult is it to even get all these resource people of their busy schedule, how convincing you have to do. You go the whole CEO of Walmart. I mean, don't really take it lightly, the achievement you have achieved, what you've achieved for the last 5 days. Trust me, it is huge that a son of Africa, a daughter of Africa is doing this. I mean, this is, I'm happy. I mean, these are the things we need, not the politician talking about. These are doers. This is action. I'm not really, and I don't take what you have done lightly at all. I say congratulations, especially to you. I am very grateful you put this together. I say this on behalf of, and I know we have, Sean has spoken to me. A lot of people are chatting me, and I speak on behalf of the team. And I said, thank you very much. I'm really grateful. And trust me, I was really tempted to even go back to corporate, but you have no idea how this has gingered me to even deny some 2 interviews I had to really attend. You have no idea what you have done. To me, I salute you. Trust me, I'm very grateful. I know I'm very grateful for this. And because of this, I'm also trying to go put my consultancy testing together with the experience I have. And I know with you, we can win together. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And for the rest of the panelists here, we are grateful. Thank you.
Okay, I wasn't going, okay. Okay, thank you to, thank you. Thank you.
Now,
yeah.
Abrefi, this is what I can do to help, Abrefi, what do you think I can do to make it seamless for you? It seems like you don't have people you can trust.
Bernard,
we're gonna come offline. We're gonna come
offline. But before you do, Bernard, briefly share what you do. I think that will give people idea how to connect with you. Just briefly share exactly what you do today.
Okay, thank you. This is what I do. I am a market entry consultant. I mean, mainly fully for Ghana. I have few connects in Nigeria and Liberia. However, I've also, let me finish with that, because why I decided to do this is that because I've experience in route to market and distribution from my knowledge in Unilever and Nestle. who are the world leaders in terms of the FMCG. That's why I opt to do it. However, I have a personal company also. We are into edible oil and anything that we can export to the market to have to really excel. But mainly I'm doing edible oil. So I really raised my hand when the Chicago guy, Carl, was saying that there's a huge vegetable edible oil space in Chicago. And I told him that I am going to send you a message right away on this one. So mainly that's what I do. I have over 10 years experience in corporate. So when I said this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm doing. So I mean, my brothers and sisters on this page, let's grow together. I don't know. I am tearing saying this. Tonyo, I am very, very grateful for you putting up this together. I'm very grateful. You have no idea how many people I've spoken to. I'll force one of my guys to even come and join your premium page. I told him that, listen, what I've learned is enormous. I have a friend in the US. We have an LLC together. He is paying for the premium, whether he likes it or not. Because listen, we have to help you to disseminate this information. It is effortless, and I know what you've gone through. I mean, let's not take it lightly. These facilitators, some will charge. Trust me, I know putting some of this in. Some will do it for free, but you have no idea the amount of resource that has to be put to this. I'm really grateful. I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Let's not go too emotional on this one. Let's thank you so much. Any other comments, questions? You know, Bernard, you also have our support. So definitely the class and everything, restructuring and positioning you as well within the community as a go-to resource. You know, that's also my commitment to you, like we've talked about offline. It's just, you know, that's one thing I try to do. Each person is different. What you're looking for is different. But once I connect with each person, hearing your story, because at the end of the day, guys, everybody is trying, everybody's working hard, but there are not enough resources supporting our community. That's the key. That's the key. Is nobody's calling you and saying, oh, I encourage you, like, you know, and that's what this platform is about, to empower each other with support, with resources, a pat on the back, a word of encouragement. This journey is fierce. So don't go by yourself, you know. Anyway, hopefully you're making life. And the beautiful thing, we have so many success stories that I don't even share. I don't even track them anymore, of members that maybe they're making a trip to Ethiopia and say, oh, who is a member on this platform that is also in Ethiopia, from some member then taking picture after they arrive, they pick them up at the airport and they're sending me pictures. They're like, Toy, thank you. You know, at least knowing that if you're going to Ghana, you have a resource there. If you're going to Nigeria, you have a resource there, because the continent is ours, you know. And I don't mean that just Africans, African Americans, the continent also calls on you. Hopefully from the speech of the ambassador, you see that as well. So any other questions, comments? I see in the chat, Esther says, I'm excited too, Bernard. Definitely. Very well said, Mr. Bernard. Contact details, please share your contacts. If there are no comments or questions, Professor Mbele, did you want to say something?
Sure.
Oh,
sorry.
Was it
yes.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let Professor go then. Sorry, I missed that completely. Please go, sir.
I just wanted to back up this gentleman who just spoke. He has spoken for all of us, and his words are so moving. I can see tears in my eyes, and this never happens to me. I have told Toyin that you are doing great things, but this guy who just spoke has really expressed it, and I have no words to add. Thank you very much, Toyin. You are doing amazing work.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for saying yes every time I call on you. Thank you. Your book needs to get into more hands, for sure. Thank you, sir. Ms. Joy.
Yes, thank you as well from this side, as we have really appreciated the whole session. I brought some people you had on Clubhouse. We are still talking about the excitement, especially the professor. We were talking about your book, and quite a lot of information we've gained from these 4 or 5 days every day here. And thank you so much. Europe, we are ready for you guys. I'm in Germany, and so we are also excited. Anybody who wants to get to connect with us, as usual, we African women in Europe. And let's keep pushing these. I think, as we always say we always say Ubuntu I am, because we are, and we have to push those people who are doing well like you one step higher, and they pull us up as well. And that's how I look at this. These are an example of that. And I think it's our time. And as the ambassador say, diaspora, we are here. Don't leave me behind. We will be on that table. We need to be there as diaspora. And thank you for those beautiful days. And I am looking for more. That's not the end. I'm waiting for more, you know.
Yes, for sure, sure.
And yes, all the presenters as well. Great, fantastic.
Thank you. Oh, Miss, thank you so much, Joy. Miss Joy, fantastic and great work. So glad to hear all the amazing things you're doing, and much success to you as well. We need that as well. Miss Vera.
Yes, I'll be concise and succinct. I ditto, Mr. Bernard. And Toya, I love you.
Oh, thank you.
No, I do. And you know, you were tearing up and I was kind of swelling up there too, because I know all the work you've done. So I just want to say to Professor Joseph, actions are better than words. Look what I just got in the mail today. I purchased your book.
Oh, what a surprise.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Not just talk about it, but to do it.
Oh, okay.
So thank you, Toya. We're going to talk. You know how I feel about you. I don't, and Abrafi, Koto, you know, and look, I don't have to go through everybody. Let's all connect. This is wonderful. This is power. Thank you.